Right, good afternoon everybody. It's a beautiful day and we're headed out to the Peak District. We're just about to set off. We're going to photograph hopefully some of the Peak District views now that the heather's out, and it'll add that splash of colour to an already great scene. So yeah, I also get a chance to fly my drone for a bit as well, which will be interesting. Right, let's get ready, let's get going. Right, good evening everybody. We've made it out to Surprise View car park. I'm just going to take a walk up towards Higator. As you can see, the reason I've come out today is because the heather is out. It's absolutely beautiful. Really does add a splash of colour at this time of year. And a bit like when I was shooting the bluebells back in April, it's the difference between a great shot and an average shot really. You can't go wrong in the Peak District, I have to say. But this year looks particularly colourful. Just looking round. Yeah. So I'm going to hike up and I'll catch you in about 10 minutes time. And we've got some altitude and we can have a proper view of what we've got in front of us. The first thing that catches you really before you get the sight is the smell. It's absolutely sickly sweet, and I know heather honey is a thing, but you can definitely smell it in the air. Definitely smell it in the air. It's beautiful. As far as the eye can see, that's, yeah, very, very nice. So really this is, for me, this is almost like the start of the next calendar year for photography, because if you work to calendar sort of time scales, I'm just about to put into print my 2022 calendar and get that ready for sale hopefully middle of September. And what I'm really doing today is starting next year's catalogue really, or calendar. Yeah, it's a good place to start August, because you've got this colour and then not too long to wait before we move into autumn. And that's the one thing I didn't get last year that, you know, really did feature. I've got a couple of shots for the 2022 calendar, but this year I'm going to put a bit more effort into it. Now today, like I say, I want to get up to the top, so we've got a good view over all of this, and it looks like, whether you can see that on camera, it's probably a bit bright, we've got some very, very high cloud. Let me see if I can just spin you around. Yeah, we've got some high cloud, which bodes well actually for a bit of colour at sunset, and the east wind is blowing in, and we're sort of in a calm bit between what was a really rubbish weekend cloud wise and this really settled period that's just sort of coming towards the end of August. And I'm hoping the sun's going to hit those clouds and give us a bit of display, and that would be cherry on top of the icing on top of the cake, I think, because all this colour underfoot and a bit in the sky, I'll be in raptures. Well, it might be too much for me. You'll have to come and rescue me. Look at that. Now, I've managed to get out to the spot that I wanted to get to, but there must be about 30 photographers on top of that outcrop there. Let me just show you. But the scenery is lovely. I don't blame them, I'm doing the same thing. I'm not going to complain, but I've moved away from them because I want to get the drone in the air and see what we can see from just a little bit higher without having to climb over the rocks and upset people. It's turned into a beautiful evening. Let me just spin round. Just wonder whether you can't quite make that out. Hopefully you can from the sweep I've just done. Yeah, it is in full bloom. Now there's nothing like it. It doesn't last long. Again, it's like the bluebells, comes and goes, but you know, you've got to come out and experience it, and this is probably one of the best places in the world to see this sort of thing. And it's right on my doorstep, more or less, so I'll take it. Well, that's the end of that. And look at that. You get any better than that, I'm sure, anywhere in the world, really. Come to the Peak District. Why do you need to charge off to Spain? I know it's a bit wetter here, but they don't have this stuff. Just don't. Right then, let's get back to the house. Get some food inside me. I'm starved. Yeah, just loads of people out here tonight. I don't blame them, because this is free, really. You have to pay for that in an amusement park, do you? Right. Catch you later.